This is a podcast about networking. Networking is the ability to communicate and establish relationships to help you and others progress in their future endeavors. In light of the world changing right in front of our eyes, it's very important, now more than ever, to learn and master the skill of networking. It used to just be about physical networking, but with social media now being a part of our daily lives, the ability to share dialogue has shifted from face to face to screen to screen. Today, more people are becoming more social on social media and missing the tools of how to be social in real life. In order to establish your network, you have to learn how to communicate both on and off the screen. Creating and maintaining your network is the key to unlocking your potential within yourself and opens the door to the endless possibilities of a successful future. This podcast teaches you how to establish your network and how to maintain relationships on and off the screen. Hey, nice to meet you. The Networking Podcast, hosted by Desiree Jones. It's a pleasure to meet you. Talk soon. Hey, nice to meet you. I'm Desiree Jones, or Des for short, and welcome to Hey, nice to meet you, the Networking Podcast, the podcast that teaches you how to communicate, establish your network, and maintain relationships both on and off your screen. And today's topic is, hey, what school did you go to? Yeah, from pre-K to college. Where you go to school can be a key component to building new relationships, whether it be private, public, boarding school, charter school. Education is not only the foundation for learning, but also the foundation for long-term relationships and connections. So, before we get into today's topic, let's get into the book of the day. Reading is fundamental, and it's very important to continue to make it a habit. Continue to make reading a habit. If you prefer audiobooks, that's totally fine, but something about the touch of a book and the flip of a page just brings solitude to the mind. So with that, today's book I'd like to shout out in light of Women's History Month and the evolution of women and how far we've come as a gender and as a group, and if transgender, bi, however you choose to live your life, that's how you identify. With Women's History Month, the book that I've chosen is Women Evolve by Sarah Jakes Roberts. For those of you who don't know who she is, Sarah Jakes Roberts is a best-selling author, businesswoman, and media personality who balances career, ministry, and family. She's also the daughter of Bishop T.D. Jakes. Her book, Women Evolve, provides guidance on how to break up with your fears, awaken your potential, and set your purpose in motion. The beautiful thing I love about Sarah Jakes is how she shares her story and has used her story to, her story of evolving to help others and help other women evolve into their best selves. I listened to her podcast, Women Evolve, and, I listened to her podcast when I was at my lowest point, and it gave me hope to keep pushing and laugh on the way, and just root for myself, just push for a better me. And I have since then evolved into the person I am now. And, her sister Cora, oh my God, is hilarious. I love Cora. Cora Jakes is hilarious. So flowers to you, Sarah, in your New York Times best-selling book, Women Evolve. What a book. What a woman. What a book. What a woman. Thank you for all that you do, Sarah. God bless you. You're great. So that was the book of the day. Now, let's go ahead and get into the topic. Where did you go to school? So school, let's talk about it. Networking in school. The best part, I think, about being in school is that you are in a community that shares the mission of learning while forming a united identity, a unified identity with that school. This unified identity follows you everywhere you go. I will always be a Pinckneyville Middle School Panther, a Norcross High School Blue Devil, and a Hampton University Pirate. So if I know anyone that went to any of these schools, I'm going to be like, yo, what's up? Because that's something we have in common. So what does school have to do with networking? Your school is another way to connect and network with people who either went there or know someone there. Me being a graduate of an HBCU, a historical Black college or university, that is a community that I am now a part of with millions of other HBCU graduates and students. Networking is about who you know. And if you know someone from school or a community in school, this can lead to more connections, friendships, and relationships that could ultimately help you navigate through your life. Simple as that. So now let's get into a topic that I call, then it all went left. Yes, then it all went left. So this is where I talk about a situation that went totally terrible, totally left. But sometimes you got to go left to go right. And this is where I talk about what happened that went left in my life that ended up causing me to learn something that helped me to go in the right direction. So in my first episode of this podcast, hey, nice to meet you, the networking podcast, I talk about why I'm so passionate about networking. And I also talk about how involved I was while I was in school. This was like the first episode. So while being involved is great, being too involved also took a toll on me as well. So my first year in college at Hampton University, I was involved in a lot of clubs because I just wanted to see what was out there for real. By the second semester, I extended myself so much that I was failing math out of all things. And if I didn't get it together, I was going to lose my scholarship. So I had a major reality check looking at my grades, at the beginning of semester. So I had a few choices to make. While I wanted to be a part of those clubs, and I was committed to a lot of great organizations and recreational groups, those organizations were not paying my tuition. Those organizations were not paying my tuition. Those organizations were not paying my tuition. So I had to let it go. It sucked at first because I know I definitely missed out on some great freshman memories. But if I would have stayed in those organizations, I probably would have lost my scholarship. So what did I learn from this? Well, it's a great thing to be involved in school, but there should also be a sense of balance. Overextending yourself with too many obligations can stretch you thin and can take a toll on your physical health, mental health, and your time. How you spend your time is up to you. But make sure, whatever you decide to spend your time on is intentional and doesn't jeopardize your future opportunities. It's okay to take a step back and focus on what's most important to you, especially when it comes to what's best for your future. That's what I learned. So that was a segment that it all went left. And now we're going to get into 100 commandments of confidence. Yes, 100 commandments of confidence. So when speaking, here's my commandment of confidence for today to help you be more confident. When speaking, make eye contact. Yes, confidence is about being able to communicate effectively and clearly. Making eye contact when talking allows the person you're speaking to comprehend what you're talking about better. Looking away when communicating shows lack of interest. Talking while looking someone in the eyes shows that you are intentional and direct. Be confident, be direct, and make eye contact. A good way to practice this is talking to yourself in the mirror while looking yourself in the eye. Are you direct when you talk to yourself? That's a great place to start. 100 Commandments of Confidence. When speaking, make eye contact. You hear me? You feel me? You hear? You see, when I'm saying we hear, like I'm doing a little thing with the eyes and the two, I'm pointing, like two eyes looking at my eyes and other eyes looking at you in the camera. You feel me? We hear, make eye contact. Boom, bam. Now, last thing is, of course, your follow-up hack. Major follow-up hack, start your conversation with gratitude. Providing a thank you to someone you're grateful for is a great segue into following up with someone. Has a person you connected with in the past helped you in any type of way? If yes, then how so? That how is what should be sent to the person you've been meaning to reach out to. Sharing gratitude is always timely. So that's it. That's the episode. Thank you so much for listening. This is Hey, Nice to Meet You, the Networking Podcast, the podcast that teaches you how to communicate, establish your network, and maintain relationships both on and off your screen. I hope this episode helped. Congrats to all that are graduating this year. You did it. You made it. Time to prosper. So this is the season. Networking is important right at this very moment. If you have a job, great. If you don't have a job, networking can help you get a job. But congratulations to all that are graduating, and congrats to those who are about to be seniors, working their way up in life. Keep doing you, keep being great. And I hope this episode helps you and encourages you to continue to network, even while in school. Have a great day. Shine bright. Bye.